Hey everyone, welcome to the Study Break podcast.
Raw thoughts, real talk.
For teens by teens.
I'm Stella.
And I'm Shreya.
And today we'll be talking about
who we are, what this podcast is, what we're going to be talking about in here. Like basically just an introduction to us and the host of the Study Break podcast.
Exactly. So let's just jump right into it. Into it. What is this podcast and what are we going to be talking about?
Okay. What are we going to be talking about? I think we're going to focus on things that teenagers struggle with or deal with on a daily basis, or just face in general, not necessarily struggle with.
Topics include feminism, mental health, school life, IB, school life, relationships, friendships.
Basically, all the good stuff.
all the stuff we think you would want to hear. But if there is anything else that you guys want to hear, you can reach us on any of our socials. We have created a specific account, which will be shown right here.
If I do the editing right.
We have created accounts for Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and email, so feel free to reach out on us.
Mm-hmm. I would say that this podcast is basically just pretty casual, two teenage girls having a discussion, talking about things that we think are important, because if you know me and Stella, you know that we love talking. We will talk about anything, anywhere, and we thought may as well, record it, and maybe can help some of you guys that might also want to hear the things that we're talking about, but you have no one to talk about them with.
Exactly, and this is kind of the podcast for me that I've never had, because personally, I don't like podcasts. Hate is a strong word, but I don't really listen to them, to podcasts ever, and the ones that I've tried to have been like being your best self, feminism, #life, and like not saying that we're not going to talk about this stuff. Mm-hmm. We will be talking about these things, mm-hmm. but they're just
it's very professional. It's very stuck up. Yeah.
Very, very not like raw, and that's kind of what we want to do here.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel real. And I think that's what we're focusing on, just being our true, real selves.
Exactly.
Actually, the way that this podcast came about was me and Stella were in class studying really
doing
hard.
Our work.
Yeah, really locked in.
Yeah.
And Stella looks over to me and she goes, Shreya, we should start a podcast. And I was like, wait, that's such a good idea, right? Because already we talk so much. I would say we're pretty interesting.
We are so interesting.
And I would say we're pretty funny too. I mean, that may just be the ego speaking, but I would say, yeah.
We have interesting chats. Whether they're lighthearted or deep, we
talk.
We talk.
And on that day, we kind of made a plan and we got really into it. So we've basically just been awaiting the summer, awaiting exams to finish, school to be over so that we can start this. We're filming this first week of summer.
Yeah. And we thought this would be a really fun activity for the summer. I mean, of course, we will be traveling eventually, so we have to kind of create a good schedule on when we can record.
Yeah.
But this is a really fun summer plan.
Yeah. So, Stella, who are you?
Great question, Shreya. I ask myself this probably every single day, and I have no clue. But I shall try my best to sum it up for you guys. I'm 15. My name's Stella. I'm half Danish, half American, and that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not
very nice. If I had to describe Stella in 3 words, I would say that she's kind. I would say that she's very talented. Stella is a woman of many talents. My God, she's very much an all-rounder.
Thank you.
I would say that she's also very courageous. She's very confident in herself, and that's something that I learn from her every day.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, well, right back at you. 3 words to describe for Shreya. I would say super smart, super outgoing, and really open-minded. I would say.
That's cute.
Very open to meeting new people and learning about new people, learning new cultures.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bit about me. I'm Shreya. I am fully Indian, but I was born in Singapore and I was raised in China. So a bit of a cultural and smoothie.
I think that's what's really cool about our friendship is that we're like so different culturally.
Yeah, we have very different backgrounds, but I think a lot of our morals are the same.
Yes.
So that's what makes our friendship work. I don't know if I said this, but I'm 14. I'm turning 15 this September though.
Yay.
Stay tuned. A little birthday vlog maybe.
Birthday podcast.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of vlogs, we actually were thinking, along with podcasts episodes, we might be filming some vlogs. Let us know if you guys want to see that.
Yeah, like some like day in the life at school and stuff. That will be posted on the YouTube.
Study sessions during exams. Yes. If you're listening on Spotify, this will be posted on our YouTube channel.
Yes. So let us know if that's something that you guys would want to hear.
Yeah.
We're totally open to doing stuff like that. We think it's really fun.
Or like question and answers if you guys have anything you want to ask us, anything you want to get to know. Because I know that this is a bit of like a brief introduction. We can go more in depth if you guys would like.
Yes.
Yeah. So Salah, tell me, how did we become friends? How did two random girls meet?
This is one of those situations where I feel like we just kind of like ran into each other one day and was like, yeah, you're my best friend now.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's how it is with a lot of friendships in primary school.
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know if this was like the dawn of our friendship, but I remember when we were in grade 6, Stella came up to me and she was playing a different game of tag than I was, because I'm sure you guys know, in primary school, tag is all you do during recess, you know.
And there were like 10 different games of tag going on at once.
Exactly, just running around, having fun. I kind of miss those days. Yeah. But no, so she came up to me and she tagged me, even though we were not playing the same game. And I think since then, we kind of just rolled with it.
Yeah. I don't really super remember how we met, but I'm just glad we did.
I'm very glad we did.
But yeah, 6th grade, we were pretty close, I would say. Then 7th grade, we were not placed into the same class. Yeah. So therefore, we weren't super
We kind of drifted
close.
apart, but
we were still friends. Yeah. But we weren't, super close. Grade 8, we were put into the same class, which was like heaven on earth.
I would say so too, because I think we both matured in ways that like brought us to be more similar as well. You know, like we were both very like straight shooting, I guess you could say, but then like also but then also like goofy, like I don't know, I think our friendship is just really I think it's really sweet. I think it's a nice friendship. I'm really glad.
Yeah, and I think she really helped me out in grade 8. Grade 7 was like not really my year. I just entered secondary. I thought I was like #too cool for school. Thought I was definitely all of that. And I kind of needed someone to bring me back down to earth for a second.
Okay, but I'm not a mean person, guys. I
appreciate that.
I wasn't humbling her as in like telling her like you're not all that. I guess like I wouldn't say that I necessarily did anything. Genuinely, I give full credit to you because I was just doing my thing, you know? Like I was just locked in, and I think after we became friends, we both made each other better in other like different ways. Yeah. You know, like I would say that you definitely helped me get out of my comfort zone and be true to myself, you know, stop trying to be such a people pleaser. Yeah. And just kind of like be happy with who I am. And I'd say I helped you with your academics.
You helped me so much with my academics. Grade 8 is when I like started to lock in a bit. And this year I just got my first honor roll.
Yeah, congratulations. So yeah, we actually just finished grade 9, so pretty fresh off the press, I guess you could say.
The press of grade 9.
I would say grade 9 was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Oh my god, it was so fun. I think that might have been my best secondary year so far, but I think they're only getting better.
I totally agree.
I think I'm gonna say the same once 10th grade is over. I'll be like, that was the best year ever.
I genuinely think that their only way to go is up, honestly.
Wow, how inspirational.
Yeah. I'm just praying that we're in the same class next year, because
we're being real to ourselves. It's not very likely because we've been in the same class for 2 years in a row. 8th grade, we were in 4 of the same classes. Yeah. And now 9th, we're in 3.
Yeah. Hopefully 2 maybe next year.
I feel like we might be in the same theater class.
Yeah. So why don't we just tell them what subjects we're taking? So obviously, you know, we're both in an MYP school, IB school, but MYP program right now. So we take all of the basics, you know, math, PE, science, all that. But our electives, I picked drama, like theater, and media.
I have theater and visual arts.
Yeah. So again, like we have chances to be in the same class, but we'll see how life goes. And regardless, we'll make friends. Maybe.
We'll make friends. And if we don't make friends, we'll see each other at break and smart time.
And filming this podcast for you guys.
Yeah, this is another way for us to kind of like bond, even if we're not in the same class.
It's like, I would say that this is like a cute little summer project type thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are gonna be doing
we're
this.
gonna be continuing after the summer as well.
Hopefully. I mean,
we'll try
to
get busy. Yeah, we'll try to stay consistent with you guys, but 10th grade is definitely gonna be a busy year for us.
Yeah.
So we shall see. We've tried to make a schedule. We're not really gonna have like scheduled
uploads
releases.
Yeah, but we might, but we'll see.
But we'll try to stay consistent with you guys, and we'll update you guys on our Instagram, and I think that's where we'll update you guys mostly about when our episodes are coming out, what's being filmed, and what's going on. So.
And maybe some behind the scenes as well.
Oh,
some bloopers,
some BTS.
Yeah, no, and I also think Stella and I, we also have pretty similar parents.
Our parents met for the first time. Not met, but like they sat down at the same table for a meal together for the first time, like last weekend.
Honestly, we felt like, parents. Well, no, how would you say this? We felt like. How would I put this?
For me, it was like we were dating, and I was like meeting the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we've both very much met each other's parents before, and our parents have met briefly at shows and like performances and stuff going on at the school, awards and stuff, but never like fully sat down for a meal together.
And that was really fun, I think. And I really got to see how similar they are. Like, a lot of the things that they were saying, conversations were flowing. So I think that's also where Stella and I get it from. We take a lot from my parents. I think you take a lot.
Props to our parents. Our parents are cool people.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I think you take a lot from the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most.
Yeah.
So that's also why I'm really grateful that Stella is my friend, because I learned from her and she learns from me. It's mutual. Yes. So again, guys, just stay tuned for more updates.
Stay tuned for more stuff. More is coming soon. This is just the beginning. As we said, life goes up from here. Life goes up.
Yes. I think that's pretty much it.
I think that's it.
Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode and supporting us. We really appreciate you.
And be sure to follow us on all our other socials, Shreya Editing, Instagram, YouTube, email, and Spotify. They will be placed here on the screen.
And for our Spotify listeners, it will be placed in the description.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.